Hello and welcome back to Cracker Creations. Today's video is going to be an update on obviously the rebuild and relocation of the park. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. We really want to get the word out of what we're doing here. We want to show as many people as we can, the LEGO fans, the Disney fans. The whole point of the relocation was because I am changing my basement. I am building a bedroom and a living area in the region in which the park previously was in. So we have moved it to the other side of the basement, and let's take a look at that location. You guys that have been with us, you know that it took up a lot of area there. Let me take you over to the area that it used to reside. All right, here it is right here. All that's left is the kitchen table. Right now it's kind of a little work zone for some odds and ends. I did move the ping pong table that had the has the Great Movie Ride on it. If you guys haven't been with us before, we've made the Great Movie Ride as well in LEGO. It's an old ride that was at Hollywood Studios, is now Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. I still have Space Mountain and Tron over here in this area because I do not have to this date the Tomorrowland area completed yet. But if you turn around, if I turn around here and I show you, this is normally what we used to be looking at down in this region when we were looking at the park itself. That's going to be the bedroom, and then we've got we put a lot of memorabilia back and that kind of stuff, and we've got it stored, and this is the location now of the park. It was about 26 feet long. It is now 30 feet long from the start up here to the back. My custom monorails up here in the resort area. We've gone over that recently. We'll come back as we do some more work on that. I haven't done a whole bunch of work. I have purchased some more train track that we are eventually going to get all the way around the park like we had before. And so that's in the works. I still do not have the table with the casters on it here for Tomorrowland. So right now we are able to get to Main Street a little easier. So my goal is to put Tomorrowland on a table that I can slide out and slide back in to give us the room that you currently see right here right now. So as we get a little closer here, we've done a lot of work on Adventureland. So in a bit, I'm gonna pop up out of that little porthole there and we'll take a look at that area. But that Adventureland has had a large upgrade. We've got some new builds in there. We're gonna get to that right now in a bit. But we've also worked around the park here. So some of the passageways around the side of the castle there, we have tried to complete. I did do a quick little video with the lights for the castle, and I lit up some of the fireworks that I have there. I'm not gonna do that over the whole park because I don't have all the lighting in yet. I think I have Main Street pretty much covered, and I do have the resort area that I had previously, the lights on that. Still have to work on the Contemporary Hotel lighting, but got to hook up everything at Adventureland and Frontier and Fantasyland. So if you take a look here, we've worked at some of this region here. It's looking really good. I did extend this area of the front of the castle here, so that really helped out. And a lot of people are asking me about the castle. You guys do notice I do have the new castle back there. It's just that I have made this one 360 in the old castle, and I just like that classic color too. So I know some of you guys are waiting for me to put the new one up there yet. I just haven't yet. Maybe if I get around to building 360 around that one, I will eventually be able to swap them out. And it's much easier now to get to it too. Now I can get right up on the castle itself. If you guys that have been following for a long time knew that I was very limited, especially in this region to the right of the castle. There were some times where I could not even touch those areas. So now it's going to be much better. I think it's looking really good up at the park there, up at the castle there. And so I'm going to try now to get back into that porthole right there and show you some of the changes that we made to Adventureland recently. All right, and here we are looking down back towards the resorts, and we're looking from the train station right down Main Street here. It's a little sparse of people because I've got almost all the people. I've got some people, some minifigures on the build, but most of the minifigures are all boxed up and waiting to be replaced in the park here. So, like I said, around the castle here, I still got to do a lot of work here around the rock work and sidewalks, but it is coming together as we talked about previously, that around the castle, I really want to get that expanded, get the lights going on that, and get that taken care of. But recently we have added the Hall of Presidents. If you guys haven't seen the hall, there is the Hall of Presidents. That turned out really well. I'm really excited about that. That was a set that I had modified, and I think it turned out really good. Made a custom sticker there and everything like that, and I think it turned out real good. Put the Muppets in there, did a couple videos, and I think that turned out real well. That's right in front of the Haunted Mansion down there. And somebody had mentioned something about the steamboat. I have not constructed a steamboat yet. I do have this pirate ship here. I thought it's a cool build. That is just a Lego set, complete, and I have Peter Pan and Captain Hook fighting on that, and I really wanted that in the build, and that's why that is over here in the lagoon over here, the little pond or a lake in front of Big Thunder, because I really want to include that in the park. Someone had mentioned me to put the Steamboat Willie set, and I have that set, and I have that in the Seven Seas Lagoon over there, and that would be cool here until I get the actual steamboat, but I thought, you know, I really want to have that pirate ship in there, so I think it's too big over in the resort area. So what I want to show you now though is the saloon here, and the sheriff's building there from that Fun Hole set that I got. I've got those placed here in Frontierland. It turned out really good, guys. That saloon set and the sheriff set there, along with the lakeside house there. All our Fun Hole sets, they're really neat sets. They're very detailed. I think they're sets that really play right into this region here of Frontierland. Now, I am eventually going to have the Country Bears Jamboree there. I'm doing that a custom build. Actually, I'm actually mocking up a set, but you might recognize the set when I get done, but maybe not, because I'm really going to drastically change it. But I'm using some of the bones of it to get it started. If we look over here at Adventureland, obviously we have our marquee there, and I do have a couple floats in there. I've got Maleficent and then her dragon, and the Snow White float that I had made from, I believe, the Chinese New Year set, and then I used the minifigs from the Snow White set that I used for the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train that I have over there in Fantasyland. We did we made the Crystal Palace, and I'm waiting on, right next to the Crystal Palace, that building that is connected to Casey's Corner there. I'm waiting on that. I've got another build that I'm making, the place in that area there, and that'll be complete soon. And then I will probably fill up behind Main Street here with a lot of foliage and trees and greenery in that, similar to what's in the park itself. So I filled the back end of the Emporium there to kind of close that off there. It looks really good with the lights. I've done a couple previews for myself for that. But as we come down into Adventureland here, going through the marquee, I have placed a couple buildings over to the right there, some colorful buildings similar to what they have in the park. And so that is shaping up really good as we come down. I've got to do a lot of ground covering. I need some tiles in this region here to kind of match that motif in that area there. We get some brickwork and things of that nature. And then I'm going to make that passageway through from behind Aladdin's Magic Carpet Ride through into Frontierland. Okay, so that's going to be here. You really can't conceptualize that yet, but that will run through here, and then I'll have the country bears on the other side there. So that's kind of what I'm looking at right now as I have started really fine-tuning some points over here in Adventureland. That's pretty much the biggest change that I've had, is that we've really altered Adventureland. If we see the Jungle Cruise in there, it's almost like you know, a full ride. Before it was just more like a straightaway and then a you know, kind of a slash down to the backside of water. I've got that there. I've got the elephants in the water there, and I've got that wired up to light up too, so stay tuned for that sometime. And then we've got that whole water region there is the translucent tile pieces, similar to the Seven Seas Lagoon that I did. I really like using those. I used it here as well with the water that goes underneath that entryway into Adventureland that ends up going through to Jungle Cruise. I did that there as well. Did a lot of work there on these Mills plate pieces there. I think it looks really good. I like that look for this region too. Probably going to do the same back here. Started a little bit on this region around Tom Sawyer's Island there. Got to do a lot of work with the entrance to Big Thunder Mountain. Before I had never had an entrance, so I'm going to build the entrance. To complete that, I've got to work on the sign for Splash Mountain too. So that's something, that new sign that they have out there. And then I want to do some work to cover up the main opening there where you make that last plunge, and get some lighting in there. I think that what I've seen on video, that ride is really, they've really upgraded that ride. A lot of animatronics. Hopefully it doesn't have the breakdown rate that Splash Mountain had, and I think that's going to be a neat ride to go down and experience when we get down there again ourselves. So still a little messy. Like I said, we've got a little more land work done back there in Fantasyland. I've got some things ajar back there, but that's coming along a little bit too. And really want to work on getting that table over there. But I've got so much fine tuning to do. We've got the train, so we've got a lot of work to do, and I hope you guys come along for the ride as we do that, because we really appreciate you guys watching what we're doing here, and I just have a good time with it. I love your guys' comments. Sometimes I can't use every comment, every suggestion, because funds, or I don't have the pieces, and I like to use what I have as much as possible. So I really appreciate you guys watching. Go ahead and share and subscribe, please. If you haven't yet, share this with anybody that likes Lego and Disney, and we will definitely see you soon. Bye-bye now.